Going back to the old format, no regularity, no announcement, no daily. Too fucking... makes me too sad. So just back to the guitar bits before the podcast. Just letting you hang out during the work, not making this a fucking work. It's like in my own fucking sadness or in my own fucking need for connection, being over here alone. I do the thing and get involved with the fucking day-to-day machinations of the crew that shows up and fuck it. So for those of you who've just been hanging around recently, I used to just do this like now, this Sunday, putting the show together for tomorrow. Tomorrow it's like a double header. It's like Alicia Keys and John Leguizamo, not together, separate. But kind of a New York themed show. But I used to just sort of get on here. Can you hear me? I used to just get on here and do this before, I got to do the work anyways. So I think we need to get back to that. Everyone's so fucking fucked up and angry and scared and hopeless and chomping at the bit, desperate. Whether it's hostile or loving, that energy coming at me kind of fucking, it's a lot for the morning. You know what I mean, man? So I'm just dicking around with a blues riff for, That's something. Yeah, so, you know, like for everybody else, the last couple of days have been just horrendous. Just a constant battle of like, get me out of here, out of wherever. But you can't. Does it have enough grease? What is that one part? Like today I wake up and like one air quality app says like 370 AQIs and it's like clear here. The other air quality app says 64 and then it's sort of like, what the fuck is happening? Can you believe anybody? Jesus fuck. Everybody's losing their mind. Everybody's fucking trying to think that things are going to get back to normal. It's a fucking nightmare. Just every day is a fucking nightmare. Let's see. Fuck it. And so it begins. It feels like there should be a little more fucking fuck this chair. All right, let's see. Pretty exciting, right? If you've never been here, yeah, this is old style. No sitting and talking to the camera. Got no hope for you today, folks. No hope. Close. So close. Oh. Monkey, La Fonda, live, fly on, feline angels. Ta-da! All right. So, oh, you know what? Hair's getting long, huh? This is better, man. It's back to old times. I actually had to block a couple people yesterday. I just don't need it, man. I'm so close to fucking... I know so many people that don't stay on Twitter. Like, and it's not even that I use it that much other than promotional. But if it's there, I don't have the app on my phone. But if it's there and I can go to it, I'll scroll through it. And it's just like, literally, I'm so tired of the fucking tightness in my goddamn chest. It's bad enough I've got sludge in the fucking pipes. But I don't need this other shit. So this constant struggle of like, it's a very weird thing. I don't know if it's a Libra thing or just a fucking sensitivity thing, or if it's just, you use every option at your disposal to maintain your sanity, okay? Too close, because I'm barely hanging on, folks. So, guitar helps, but I guess what I'm saying, it's that fine line of sort of like, okay, I got to stay focused, I got to stay active, I got to stay healthy, I got to stay productive, and I want to be dead. You know, it's sort of like, you know, that weird line, you know what I mean? It's sort of like, I'm going to eat better, but Jesus, wouldn't it be relieving to be dead? I mean, how's this going to get any better? I don't have a fucking horse in the race. I got no kids. I don't owe nobody nothing. Why live in a world of shit and discomfort and fascist garbage? Seriously, man. Laying in bed by myself, looking at the goddamn ceiling, thinking about like what it used to be. But it's like, I'm not nostalgic. I'm not yearning for the old days. I fucking, you know, I did everything I needed to do. I did everything I wanted to do. I accomplished a lot of shit. I had several lives. I'm fucking good. It's just sort of like, I was just on the verge of some sort of happiness. And, I felt it for a little while. I felt enough happiness to be satisfied with it. So now the big question is like, well, what the fuck, you know, what am I doing now? What kind of fucking life is this for any of us, really? And the fact that like this election is even close just means that we're fucking surrounded, dude. We're surrounded by fucking garbage people. Shallow, brain-fucked garbage people who really want a big daddy to run their fucking lives. So what's the courage, man? What's the courage? Where's the courage? What do you do? I ain't gonna do drugs. I ain't gonna do none of that shit. You know, what do? Fuck the pain away? How's that going for you guys? You guys good with that? Are a lot of you fucking the pain away? Are you making new babies? Are you making new babies in the midst of the fucking hellscape? You want hellscape babies? Here you go. I'll release you into the garbage. Good luck. Climb the dump heap to try to find a school. Petting a cat helps. I guess if your cat is like into it. My cat's so fucking here nor there, like kind of like half into it. Half into it. People come at you. People want things. What can I do? Oof, man. Happy New Year, Jews. David Lowery has been on. I have a Black Les Paul. I'm trying to be me, man, but there's a lot of fucking forces coming at me. Some imagined, some real. Yeah, I'm barely fucking keeping it together myself. I do not have much for others. I mean, I do this. This helps me connect with the crowds, but it's just like when I get on Twitter, it's just sort of like, to me, it just represents like the sort of teeming sort of unconscious. Like there's definitely, it's not just about trolls. It's not just about anger or hate or anything else. It is the frenetic, desperate fucking collective unconscious of this moment. And it's fucking daunting and disturbing and, you know, heartbreaking. But it's not real. It's not real life. I assume that most people go out, they have a day. I'm spending time with people for sure. I definitely am. And that's good. It's good. It's like some days are better than others, but you just can't, like, it's hard to see past it, isn't it? I mean, like, look, I know there's no choice but to, like, well, we're going to stay in it, man. I mean, what else are we going to do? And, you know, you can sort of, like, shake your fist at it. And then a lot of people just sort of kind of like, you just become this kind of anger puppet. And there's nothing you can do with it. And it's not clear who the puppet master is. Because if it's the fucking forces of hate, or the people that you hate, or the things you're fighting against, and you're an anger puppet, you know, they're working you. So how are you not going to dump that shit in inappropriate ways at people, you know, that you might like? But sometimes it feels good to get the anger out. Like, I feel like on some level, by trolling Steely Dan fans, I helped them out. I helped them blow a little steam off. How's that for a rationalization? I'm going to piss you guys off over nothing. Just so, you know, you release a little. Because there's a lot of fucking other shit going on. And it's hard to fucking, you know, focus the anger at the right place. So how about I just piss you off about something minor and you just lose your shit over the fact that some marginally public character doesn't like Steely Dan. I'm helping you nerds out. You can have the victory. Man, you showed me. What do I know about the smooth and sterile, heartless sounds of Steely Dan that move me nowhere? What do I know about it? You're right, man. You're right. I will kind of sulk away in defeat. You guys are victors. I don't mind Rush. In like Genesis is just annoying. It's like, it's not a music thing, man. It's not a music thing. It's an everything thing. Yeah, I guess I could go back to Taos. I guess I could go anywhere, but, you know, there's nowhere to really run or hide. I mean, I want to disappear, but I don't know what that entails. And what's the point of that? You know what I mean? Like, that's sort of the thing, man. I can't interview Mike Patton. Stop telling me to interview Mike Patton. He's got to want to do it. What do you think? I'm fucking magic over here? So these sort of weird escapist fantasies I have, what are they? What do they mean? You know, like, am I really going to do any of that? Just a way to relieve myself? Or can I actually just fucking screw, but stay alive? I don't know. I've had it, you know, it's like I've had plenty of lives. I've done everything I set out to do. What's going on now? We gotta put one of those things on it. Take my pants off. You see, like, where does that come from? You know, like, is that cute? Is it funny? Do you really want me to do it? Would that be some sort of victory for you? Dude, Maron lost it. Took his pants off while he was playing guitar. It was fucking hilarious. I'm gonna put a different machine on. What's happening? So, hear that whistle? What key is that in? It's just A. I'm a fucking 3-chord guy. I don't know nothing fancy. So look, you guys, I've changed my opinion on something. Not on anything big, like politics or Steely Dan. But Genesis is not great. You know, just get off the feed. Seriously, get off the feed. I'm bored with you. No, not the Kaufman movie. I can't. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm sure, you know, like I marginally like. It's like I don't have any real hatred towards any music, to be honest with you. Really, I mean, there's very few musics that, you know, I haven't listened to and been like, okay, you know, or even know the songs. Strats or Tellys, I've played both. They're very different guitars, so either. No, like I watched. Yeah, I don't know. I found myself like I'm reading Ali Brosh's new book because I'm doing that event with her. When is that? Is that on? It's on the 23rd, I think. That's soon, no? Is it Wednesday or something? And I just started poking around for some reason. Cuckoo's Nest is on Netflix out of nowhere. And I just wanted to see a little bit of it, and I ended up watching all of it. I gotta get rid of that whistle. And it's sort of... It sort of made me want to read the book again. You know, like I'm going to make time for that. But I don't know if you know about the book Cuckoo's Nest. I don't think Kesey was happy about the movie. I think he approved the stage play, but I don't think he approved the movie. But the entire One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the book, which is a masterpiece, is written from the chief's point of view. And just sort of like all that, the talk of the combine and they're working you like they work my dad. It was just beautiful. So, yeah. So I guess that wasn't what I changed my opinion on. What I changed my opinion on was The Long Goodbye. I almost feel fucking stupid about it. Oh, it's probably back on Netflix because of the series Ratchet. Yeah. What is that? Ratchet is pre-Kubrick-esque. What does that even mean? Oh, and the other day I wanted to thank you guys for coming up with I Am Joe's Heart. See, for a minute there, when I brought up that movie, I thought some people were like, I'm Joe's heart. And I'm like, that's weird. Why is everyone saying I'm Joe's heart? What about Altman? It was Milos Forman. What's Altman got to do with it? Oh, The Long Goodbye is definitely Altman, yeah. But what I feel stupid about it is I haven't seen it in years, and I had sort of gotten it dug into my head that, Elliot Gould wasn't great at it and that the movie was sort of hard to fucking believe. For some reason, it didn't land with me. And I watched it again last night. I'm not even sure why. And it's great. There you go. I'm plugging a dead director's movie that came out in the 70s, but if you haven't seen The Long Goodbye, you should watch it. It's an interesting, sort of dark, almost satirical take on the Philip Marlowe character. I wouldn't say it's a film noir. It's a private dick story, but it's so great. I guess it was just time to reassess that. Yeah, maybe I've grown. I don't know. But that's sort of the argument around Steely Dan, too. Eventually you'll grow into it. And I can totally get it. I don't think it was on Netflix. I think it was on Amazon. It's weird. I have the Apple TV with these things on it, and I'm like, there's so many movies there that I can just kind of look for. Especially the old, weird 70s movies seem to be a lot on Amazon. But yeah, Gould does turn Marlowe on his head. But it's kind of a great movie. You telling me to shut up? Here, I got an idea. Go away. Go away. Sad people looking for a hate buzz. Too close? Yeah. So now I've got to, did I mention that Alicia Keys and John Leguizamo are on the show tomorrow? It's a double header. I've jammed with a drummer before, sure. The one time, I jam with one time I wanted to put together some stuff with some studio guys, and they told me they're like, you should really work with a metronome. And I was like, okay. And that was the last time I jammed with the studio guys. Other times I have, and they've kind of worked around me. But yeah, I've jammed with drummers, a few. Yeah, I won't pull it. I didn't it's weird with Alicia Keys because I didn't know much about her. I don't know how I missed it, but I missed a lot of things. It's not even playing catch up. I like to think of it more as I'm in the position to discover things that everyone already knew about. What a gift. So I kind of had to get into her stuff and listen to it and, listen to the new record and figure out, where she was coming from and how she had matured and now that she's older and wiser, and it was great. And it turned out great. And I think what made it even better was, in a way, was that we had to fuck with the time because I had a doctor's appointment, then we pushed it up 15 minutes, and then she was 15 minutes late. So then it becomes this sort of half-hour focus. We only had a half-hour window, and it was locked in. So it's good. It's good. And the Leguizamo thing is good. We had never really talked or met before, and once he got, comfortable and, loose, and they both have that New York way of talking, legit New York way of talking. Mm-hmm. The Friends of Eddie Coyle is a great movie. All right. I don't know if I'm going to do coffee tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. This, it becomes sort of counterintuitive for me if I think that I have to do it or that people are waiting just to get on, start shit, or that people are waiting to, I'm glad some of you enjoy it. I mean, I'll try to let you know. That's the deal. It's like, I'll do it occasionally, but I'm not going to promote it. Sorry. It's just have to maintain my sanity. Marc, favorite Camper album? Camper Van Beethoven album? There's like not one I don't like, and they all have those weird names. But the early ones, like with We Saw Jerry's Daughter and Ice Cream Surprise Truck and Four Sticks, Vampire something, Mating Oven, Landslide Free, Victory, whatever. I have a lot of them, but the first three, I love the later ones too. I like Our Beloved Revolutionary Sweetheart, and I like Key Lime Pie. And there's like, I don't give a shit about Van Morrison. I like TB Sheets, and I like Astral Weeks. I mean, there's a couple of Van Morrison songs that I love. But in the big picture, he's annoying. Yeah. The Les Paul Jr. is great. Camper Van Morrison. I can touch my face. Then don't touch your face is only relative to if you're out there, sticking your hands in toilets or in other people's mouths. I'm at home. I can touch my face. Terry Reid. Yeah, I like Terry Reid. I've interviewed him. That was good. Van Morrison done lost his mind. He's been out of his mind for years. Mind your mind so they don't mine your mind. You hate the Doors? Yeah, I'm not a huge Doors guy. I mean, I can appreciate them historically and put them into context, but yeah. But I mean, they're okay. They're a little goofy to me. The Doors album that I fucking love, Graham Nash, I don't know, kind of makes me snooze. I like the live Doors album. That's actually my favorite Doors album, is the live one. I have interviewed Chrissie Hynde. Jerry Jeff Walker was like, it's weird because he was sort of a folky early on. And then he becomes this huge hit with Up Against the Wall, Redneck Mothers, which I knew when I was a kid. Yes, I have talked to Neil Young. Ted Nugent is Ted Nugent. But I did end up seeing Ted Nugent like 2 or 3 times when I was in high school. Somehow. He was around, and I had friends who liked him. How can I not like Sharon Jones? I don't know who Sharon Jones is. Should I? Carol Kay, the bass player. Yeah, I don't know if she talks much or she's around. I don't know. Is she still around? Sturgill Simpson, I love him. Yeah, I've talked to him. He texts me pictures of guitars sometimes. Well, yeah, Nugent turned out to be, what he is. But back when I was in high school, he was still kind of annoying. But, he had those hits. I've talked to Andrew Dice Clay, yeah. Radiohead, sure. I would like to talk to Ed Harris or William Hurt. Those are good ideas, sure. She did die. That's what I thought. Yeah, John Prine was a sweet guy. Really sweet guy. People die, man. They die and they just fade into the rear view. And then you have their stuff, their songs, their movies. You hold on to it. But it's just the fucking void, man. It's just the absence. You live with the absence. And life just sort of like pummels on. I've not talked to Kurt Russell or Viggo Mortensen. There was a long time where I didn't interview many actors in general. I do like Neil from Royal Trucks. I like that guitar. Some people, that guitar sounds like heroin. It's a hard trick. It's a hard trick. It's probably Ernest. I don't know anything about them, but it's like that Skip Pence album. That sounds like a brain just kind of melting on drugs. That Aura record, and some of the Royal Truck stuff too. It's like it just sounds like a heart barely beating, but hard, trying to just keep going, but it's fighting the drugs. That's some deep shit. Yeah, sure. Richard Lewis. Yeah, I talked to him. What do you mean you miss the obscure comedian interviews? I just did like 2 of them. I fucking did Chris Fairbanks. I just did Joe List. It's like, are you listening? John Spencer's good. Sid Barrett, yeah. Sid Barrett's that. Yeah, I think he sort of invented that. Yeah. I interviewed Robbie Robertson. WTFpod.com is where you can go. I like Arthur Russell, okay. Robbie Robertson was a long interview. A lot of people don't like him. They're not napping on the job. It's just sort of like, I like people where they say with confidence, like, you should do this. And it's like, I've done that. Maybe you should do something to remedy the fact that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, you have a whole internet. It's sitting right in front of you. Des Bishop. Yeah, but where is he? Isn't he in Ireland? I feel like I interviewed Des Bishop. Didn't I? Didn't I interview Des Bishop in Ireland in a hotel room once? I feel like at the Kilkenny Festival, I interviewed Buddy Guy. Des Bishop and maybe Dom Irera. Are there any WTF historians out there? Like, I don't even know, but I'm not willing to say I do or don't. But I feel like I did interview Des Bishop. Use whatever options you have at your disposal to maintain your sanity. Mind your mind so they don't mine your mind. Regrets, I've had a few. Trying not to be crushed by the weight of my history and the weight of the world. I don't know who Orville Peck is. Yeah, Des Bishop is not that funny, but he was an excitable guy. He's a confident guy, and he was doing the expat thing. Oh, he is on episode 80. Yeah, I mean, he's just sort of a character. Whatever. Yeah, he was an American working in Ireland, and there's a couple of guys that did that. Like, I'm not sure they could have made it here, but they've sort of figured out a good racket for themselves overseas. And hey, you know what I mean? Do what you got to do. The job's the job. I should call Dom Irera, see how he's doing. I've not watched Raised by Wolves. I don't know who Alison Mosshart is. I've never interviewed Guacamole, but I'm a fan. Some weird dreams last night, man. I'm sleeping a little better. I don't know why Bob Weir hasn't happened, but I would do it. What is the heaviest band in your record collection? I don't know what bands are heavy. I've interviewed Joey Diaz. I don't care about Chris Robinson. I have no use for intentionally relicked guitars. It's sort of like I was very against, stonewashed jeans. Still kind of am. Like, do the work. Do your own work on breaking the shit in. Build that relationship. Get beat up in it. Both of you. You should match your pants. You should match your guitars. Buster's fine. I don't know Jenny Lewis's stuff. Dead Weather with Jack White. It's all right. Jason Isbell, I've definitely interviewed. That's one of the best interviews. I have all them witches. All them witches. I have all their records. Gervais just doesn't seem to give a fuck, so I don't either. I don't know the Wipers. I'm okay with Weezer. Don't love them. Tool, I was too old to care, but I get it. My favorite Neil Young record is probably Tonight's the Night. Dax Shepard I've interviewed. John Mulaney I've interviewed. David Byrne I've interviewed. Adrienne Lindker, don't know her. Amy Mann I've interviewed. Alice Glass I don't know. Have I eaten today? I really haven't. I got to record the intro and shit. Yeah, they could check the archives, but why not waste my time? Michael Ondaatje. Interesting. That is an interesting suggestion. Good one, Chris. Good one. Michael fucking Ondaatje. 2 books of poetry by him sort of were brain-changing. There's a trick with a knife I'm learning to do. I mean, right there. How's that little turn of phrase? Not fucking just great. I'm learning to do. The trick with a knife I'm learning to do. And the, what was the other book of poetry that he wrote? Was it The Life and Death of Billy the Kid? That thing's great. It's almost like this weird stream of consciousness collection of poetry from the point of view of Billy the Kid. And it's fucking great. And then the novels. I used to love Michael Ondaatje. Really great writer. Is he around? The Collected Works of Billy the Kid. That's what it's called. Who's the other one? Larry Kasdan would be good too. I talked to his kids. Like I interviewed Jake. I don't know why I'm putting those two together, but I've never read Michael Chabon, so I don't know. Skin of a Lion. That is a great book. Exactly, Chris. Good call. I've interviewed Karen Kilgareth. Please, you guys, just, you're right there. I don't know who Joy Harjo is. Yeah, I've read Dennis Johnson. Ty Siegel I interviewed. WTFpod.com/episodes. That's all you got to do. Franzen, the Jonathans in general, not my bag. I read Franzen years ago, but then I stopped. Yeah, I don't know if Dan Rather would be that interesting. All right. Well, I guess this was helpful. I don't know. Now the day struggle begins. What time is it? 10:30. Yeah, I think we did all right. I've got to record the intro. Hopefully Patti Smith is going to happen. Rollins has happened. Guys are such dorks. It's like, let's just keep doing it. Let's just keep throwing names. Let's just keep throwing names. I don't want to look it up. I don't want to look it up. Am I feeling better? What, than when this started? What's going on the Traeger? I cooked some salmon on there the other night. Yeah, we're all sad. Welcome to the fucking club. Welcome to fucking life. Some people aren't sad. Some people are thrilled. I don't talk to a lot of them, but sometimes they love watching me. All right, you guys. What were the weird dreams? I don't know. People just pop up, and you're like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. What's up?" Yeah. Go vote. Register to vote, and we'll see. We'll see how today goes. Talk to you later.